All right, thought restructuring. First, I want to look at the concept of what's called confirmation bias. This is basically whatever you believe to be true is, and your brain is designed, again, to keep you safe, so whatever it wants to believe is true, is true. This is the way that it protects itself. It's also known as cognitive dissonance. It purposely wants you to believe that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy, that you cannot do something, that you cannot transform. So that's why we need to question it. We need to question our own thoughts, our own beliefs. We have to ask if it serves me. Is it true? Can you provide proof? Does this thought allow me to reach my goal? We have to challenge our brains. So what we're going to do now is talk about thought restructuring. These are statements that we can put before a thought in order to create the space between ourselves and our thoughts. You're having thoughts go on all the time, up to 80,000 thoughts a day or more. You have 86,400 seconds in a day. You're basically thinking every second of the day. Crazy, I know. So the first part we can add to a sentence, so again, a thought is a sentence created in our mind, is I am having the thought that. I am having the thought that I am not worthy. I am having the thought that I am not enough. I am having the thought that I cannot change my lifestyle. I'm having the thought that I cannot quit smoking. You could also say, I am noticing that I'm having the thought. I am noticing that I am having the thought that I am not enough, that I am not worthy. I am noticing that I'm having the thought that I want that chocolate cake really, really, really bad. You are noticing the thought. Or you could simply go with this. Your thought, and then followed by, and that's okay. I want to eat that chocolate cake, and that's okay. It doesn't hurt you until you decide to act upon it. Again, remember, thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Your thoughts create your feelings create your actions, and your actions create your results. And along that whole path, especially here and here, the thoughts and the feelings, you get to decide how they affect you. They don't have to do anything. They mean nothing. Nothing. Until you decide that they mean something and act upon it, and then ultimately you get your results. You need to listen to the voice that's in your head and question it. Question what it just said. So if it has this thought, question it. Is it true? Is it 100% provable? Does it serve me? Will it get me to my end goal? And use the thought restructuring that I just told you about. So I am having the thought, or I am noticing that I am having the thought, or thought followed by, and that's okay. What we're going to do next is we're actually going to look at that thought and look at what our life is like without that thought. What is your life if you didn't have the thought, I can never quit smoking? Or I can never stop eating chips? What is your life without that thought? What is your life without that element? What is your life if you don't smoke? What is your life if you don't eat the chips and you instead do something else that serves you better, a better, healthier habit? What is your life in that instance? What is your life without that negative thought, that thought that holds you back? Well, the reality is when you clean up the space, when you clean up the negative thoughts within your mind, you open up the possibility and the opportunity to have positive thoughts, to have thoughts that really serve you. So what is your life without that thought? What is your life when you've already achieved the outcome you're looking to achieve? What is your life when you've quit smoking? What is your life when you've increased your confidence and you have better relationships? What happens to it? How is your life different? That's the question. So let's look at a thought. I can't ever lose weight, but I'm open to the idea that I can. I can't ever lose weight, but it's possible that I can. Or someday I can lose weight. It's possible that I can lose weight. It's possible that I can quit smoking. It's possible that I can go to the fridge and not eat shitty food. Hell yeah, it's possible. You have to decide that. You have to restructure your thoughts in a way that serve you, in a way that minimizes the negative thoughts that go through your mind unintentionally. They just happen, and you have to be okay with them being there. But ultimately, when you get to the fridge or you get to the cupboard and there's chips and pop and other food in general that just doesn't serve you, or anything that isn't serving you, you have to just allow it to be there. You have to accept what your brain is doing. And then you have to decide that your rational brain, your prefrontal cortex part of your brain, has the last decision. So in concept, it really is that simple, but it takes a few different processes to get there. The first one is that thought restructuring. I am having the thought, I am noticing the thought, and that's okay. Or it's possible. Someday. I'm open to the idea. This is how your life will change. This is the steps that it takes to get there. So in our next video, we're going to be talking about the mind's chatter. We're going to look at specific questions that you can ask your brain to work against your brain. The two parts of your brain that are talking, your prefrontal and your limbic, they're talking, they're chattering, going back and forth. This is you. This is your prefrontal cortex. This is your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are here. But this, guys, takes a lot more effort. It takes a lot more work. And you have to tune into things. You have to tune into those thoughts and say, what do I actually want? What is my ultimate outcome? And once you've decided that, this guy who's chatting like crazy can't win. Because you've taken over. You've centered into what you want, what you deserve, the life that you want. And that's what you're going to get when you restructure your thoughts, when you look at why you think what you think, and how your thinking determines your feelings and your actions and your results. And then life is really yours. Transformation is yours. So see you in the next video. We're going to talk about our mind's chatter. We're going to look at emotional eating, and we're going to look at awareness, how to become aware of everything, of the thoughts. But then we're also going to talk about how to manage our urges better.